Hi, Daleen Barton here with naturalfertilityinfo.com and the Natural Fertility Community. And today is Thirsty Thursday. And last week in my post on the International Day of the Midwife 2011, I mentioned in the bottom of the article a pregnancy preparation tonic, which is also part of an article I wrote about red raspberry leaf. I wanted to continue on with that and show you how to make that pregnancy preparation tonic in detail. This is something very simple and nourishing to your body, and it's something that can be continued into pregnancy. Now, there is one caution. If you have a history of recurrent miscarriage, you would not want to drink this pregnancy preparation tonic or red raspberry leaf after ovulation if you think you're pregnant, or in your first trimester. You just want to heed caution or work with an herbalist one-on-one who can watch and monitor your dosage if you're wishing to continue this into pregnancy. I actually have seen some women who have had a history of recurrent miscarriage begin to bleed or spot. So that's just a caution, something that you want to think about. But why don't we go ahead and meet the herbs. So I'm going to bring the camera over and I'll be right back.
Okay, so here we have a plate of all the herbs, and it's really good to get ready and have them all in place before you make your tonic. You can also make a big bag of this and keep it in your cupboard so that you don't have to get them out each time. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 parts red raspberry leaf, 1 part nettles, half a part of oat straw, half a part of hibiscus. And I'm actually using hibiscus in place of peppermint, but you can also do peppermint. They're interchangeable. They have a little bit different medicinal properties. Hibiscus has a really good tart, sour flavor. Peppermint, of course, has a mint flavor. The hibiscus is high in vitamin C, which helps for iron absorption for the darker leafy greens. And then we have the dandelion leaf. So the main ingredient is red raspberry leaf, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of fluffy, and we are actually going to begin selling this in the natural fertility shop. So keep your eye out for that. We're going to start selling that soon. So now that you know what all the herbs look like, I am going to talk a little bit about each one.
So the red raspberry, like I said, we're probably going to start carrying this in our natural fertility shop real soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm sure we'll make a big announcement about it as a new product in the community news and at naturalfertilityshop.com and Natural Fertility Info as well. So loose leaf herbs, you're going to want to find a good, organic, reputable source for these loose leaf herbs. You can purchase them at most health food stores as well. So the medicinal benefits and nutritional properties of this tea are huge, and this is just an easy way to tone the uterus, get a lot of vitamins and minerals, and support digestion, support the nervous system, support liver health and kidney health, and detoxification of those organs as well. The main point, though, is to really prepare your egg health by such high nutritional quality of drinking this. Drinking a lot of tea in the day, kind of like water, but with added medicinal benefits, helps to flush and detoxify the liver and the kidneys, which is very important for egg health. The red raspberry leaf actually is a mild uterine tonic, so it actually has an action on the uterine muscles where it's slightly toning them, causing them to mildly contract. And that is great and important for preparation for pregnancy because your uterus during labor is going to have to do a lot of hard work. So you're going to want those muscles to be toned in preparation for pregnancy. So that's something that you're going to want to think ahead to, especially if you've had any uterine trauma, uterine fibroids, surgeries, C-section, any type of thing like that. If you've had miscarriages where you know that you have a weak uterus, maybe you have a job where you sit a lot, or you just have sort of a sedentary lifestyle, this is a great place to begin in addition to exercising, walking, fertility, yoga, stuff like that. Another action that red raspberry leaf has is that it's an astringent herb, which means it tonifies and shrinks the tissues of the body. So if you have a history of heavy bleeding, it's also great for that. It can help actually close down the capillaries and reduce heavy bleeding of any type. So midwives use it a lot for hemorrhage. So if you're using it in preparation during your pregnancy as well, you're less likely to hemorrhage during your labor and childbirth. Red raspberry leaf is really high in A, B complex, and C vitamins. It's also high in iron, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, and silica. I've chosen to combine it with these herbs for a couple of reasons. The nettles, which is right here, is really high in iron, and it's really great for liver health. So it's really nourishing to the blood and helps promote hormonal balance in that way. It's just a really nutritive, overall good green herb. The oat straw, which is right here, is really nourishing and supportive of the liver and the kidneys, which of course is really important for hormonal balance as well. But it really helps to just support and detoxify those systems. It also is a huge medicinal action for the nervous system, where it's really supporting and nourishing your nervous system. So, fertility journey, the natural fertility journey, and pregnancy, all of these things can be very stressful on our bodies. Maybe we have just a lot of stress anyway, which can really activate the nervous system and really tax that part of our body. So oat straw is going to be really nourishing for that system. The hibiscus, like I mentioned earlier, the hibiscus flower is very high in vitamin C, has a great flavor. It's great to blend with other herbs, especially really dark leafy green herbs. It kind of just gives it that extra flavor so it's more palatable. But vitamin C is essential for helping to absorb iron. So the iron, because the red raspberry and the nettles and the dandelion leaf, they all have iron, the vitamin C is going to help to absorb that. And when you take these vitamins through foods, they're readily absorbed into the body. A vitamin, it has to break down, it has to be digested through the body. You're extracting the medicinal qualities through the hot water, and it's right there. It's already, there's no, fibrous pulps or anything like that. So you're just getting this great nourishing liquid into your body. And the dandelion leaf is one of the liver herbs that we definitely recommend. You can drink a ton of this and eat this. It's really high in nutrition as well. So, on to making our tea. You're going to want to get, whatever size jar you want. I really recommend, this is a 2-quart jar. I really recommend a quart to 2 quarts. 2 quarts gives you 2 days worth of tea. So you're just going to take all the herbs, and ideally, I would have had a spoon, but I'm going to use my hands. I washed my hands. If you're going to use your hands, you definitely want to have clean hands. It smells so good. So you're just going to put it all in the jar. Have your boiling water already ready. I like with flowers and leafy herbs to boil my water and then take it off for a little bit, just so it's not directly boiling onto the herbs, which is super hot, but hot enough where it's almost boiling. And just going to pour our hot water in. Mason jars are great because they already have, the measurements, and they cap tightly, which is really important when you're making any sort of herbal tea infusion, because that holds the medicinal qualities in. The essential oils don't escape. It just keeps it right in there. So I am going to let this steep for 3 to 4 hours. And actually, because it's not morning here right now, since it's the day before Thirsty Thursday, it's actually Wednesday, but I am going to let this sit overnight. That's going to extract a lot of medicinal qualities, and you can see the hibiscus is already turning it a beautiful pinkish brown color. So I'm going to let this sit overnight, and in the morning I'm going to strain it off. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. First I'm going to drink some of it, but I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. The max you would want to keep it in the refrigerator is 2 days. I recommend, in preparation, on the website it says drink at least 3 cups a day. You're perfectly fine with drinking an entire quart a day. Now, I know if you're on the 21 Fertility Day diet challenge that you're probably not going to want to drink 2 quarts of water and a quart of tea and a fertility smoothie. But if you can, it would be great to get in a whole quart of this tea a day. Like I said, don't forget about the caution if you have a history of recurrent miscarriage, where you don't want to drink it if you're pregnant in the first trimester. Second and third trimester, fine. As always, let your healthcare practitioner know of any medicinal herbs that you're taking. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll make this infusion and let me know what you think about it. I drank this every single day, a quart of it, during both of my pregnancies in the second and third trimesters. And I'm sure maybe some of you have read my birth stories, but I had excellent, wonderful labors and births and very healthy children. And I really hope that you can learn more about this by clicking on the link to the red raspberry leaf article, so that you can learn how this herb and these other herbs may be a good choice for your healing journey and your pregnancy preparation journey. Have a wonderful Thirsty Thursday.